let's say they're from Judea or Samaria, should they live there?
Brother, I don't think you can do a DNA test for people and say if they're allowed to live there or not. I don't think that's right. That's not right. Like, then you shouldn't live in the United States of America if it's going on DNA.
Yeah.
You're not talking to the state of Israel. You're talking to Tal, who's a descendant of refugees from the Middle East.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Habibi.
Habibi ياخدك inshallah.
Habibi. We've spoken before. You've got a familiar demeanor about you.
No, I've never spoke to you before.
No, I could sense a bit of an anger that I've talked to before.
What are you, a fucking Israeli?
Yes.
You're happy about that?
Listen, man, you calm down with the racism. You can.
That's not racism. That's not.
You
racism.
can chill, and I'll prove that it is.
That's not racism.
I'll prove that it is. I'll prove that it is.
No, it's not.
Give me some time to work it out of you. We'll get to it. Where are you from?
It's not racism. You're literally a fucking military state.
I've never been in the army. I never served in the army.
You're a military.
I've never killed anyone in my life. I'm a journalist. I have no protections from anyone. I've never been in the army. I never killed anyone.
How long ago did you move there from the States?
I've lived in and out of my whole life. My parents are from here. My grandma's from here. I've been in and out of the place my whole life.
You're pretty funny, man.
Why? What's the problem? We can have a conversation, human being to human being.
Conversation about what?
I'm curious. First of all, I'm curious. What's your background? Where are you from?
It doesn't matter.
Why do you guys always respond like that? Why are you so afraid to say where you're from?
Guys? Why are you being racist?
Usually Arabs. Like usually you guys don't want to respond.
You said you guys.
Yes, you guys. Bro, what the fuck you on about? I'm Middle Eastern. I'm just like you.
Racist.
We're the same thing.
I'm
literally Middle Eastern.
I'll prove to you that you're racist. Come on.
I'm like you. I look like you. I'm literally Middle Eastern.
Cut the bullshit, man.
Why are you gaslighting me? I literally look like you. We look the same.
No, you don't.
White people would see the two of us and say we're both terrorists. We're the same blood. I'm Middle Eastern just like you.
If being an Arab, I guess you're a terrorist. I mean, you're pretty racist, bro.
I'm not racist. I'm just being real with you. I don't know what happened to you in America, but you became like a bit of a pussy, bro. You could just tell me where you're from. You could tell me where you're from. Why is it an issue to say what your ethnicity is?
You're the first thing that you said to me is that I was racist. So I think you're the pussy.
I'm not. I'm calling it how it is. I know you without even talking to you. That's the thing. It's like you guys all talk exactly the same way. It's so weird.
You guys, see, here we go. You guys again. You're pretty racist.
So what's the issue with telling me where you're from?
I mean, if you want to take that route, I mean, I'll just cook the shit out of you.
I know. I'm waiting for you to deliver. It's just a matter of time before you start unwinding.
No, I mean, what's there to talk to you about?
Well, first, can I know where you're from?
You know what you're doing.
Can I know what your ethnic? Can I know what your ethnic babackground is? I'm curious because I want to know.
I'll tell you where I was ethnically cleansed from.
Are you Palestinian?
Palestine.
Okay, amazing. What's the issue with saying it? I don't understand why you want to avoid talking about it.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. It totally matters.
No, it doesn't matter because the whole world right now is like, what the fuck? Like, that's enough.
Where in Palestine are you from?
That truly does not matter.
Why? I don't understand why.
Somewhere where there's no settlers.
Okay, amazing. What, Ramallah, Jenin, Tulkarm? Where are you from?
Somewhere where there's no settlers, thank God.
When do they become settlers? When they become Jewish or when they become Zionists?
You know, you think you're funny. You think you're smart.
Okay, you're obviously very...
But you're just being a smart ass.
Okay, you're obviously very defensive, so I want to talk to you in the way that I'll actually
be able to...
I want to talk to you in a way that you'll actually be able to produce a conversation with me. Because I feel like everything I'm going to say...
So let me ask you this. Where are you recording this from? For TikTok or for...
I'm not recording this.
Instagram? No, I don't care if you are. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
I really don't care.
So I'm curious because...
So if you are, a lot of people that do know me on social media, they're going to see I'm about to cook your ass.
Yalla, let's go. Okay. Cook my ass. Let's see you do it.
Okay. So where do you like... What do you want, dude? Where do you want to start?
I want to talk to you, bro. I've wanted to talk to you from the first second we matched on here.
Is there something to talk about?
So hold on. Do you not want to talk about it? You just want to leave? You want to you want to go? Why haven't you skipped already?
What is there to talk about besides
there's a million and a half things to talk about that you and I probably don't agree on.
Besides the fact that you guys are committing a genocide. Besides the fact that
I don't think it's a genocide.
Yeah, well, that's good for you.
Was October 7th a genocide?
Besides the fact that October 7th, was it a reaction to what you guys created?
Was it a genocide?
Even though it shouldn't have happened.
Okay.
It's a reaction
to what you guys I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for saying that.
It's a reaction to what you guys created.
So I can also say every single life, every single woman, child, innocent person that dies in any of the parts that are considered Palestinian territories is a tragedy. An absolute tragedy, unequivocal tragedy. And it breaks my heart. The same way that you can condemn October 7th, I can condemn that as well. Absolutely. So maybe you'll find that we have more in common than you think we do. And did he skip? Let's see, or is it just a connection thing? Okay, he's back. Amazing. Okay, I thought you skipped. So, already we can find some common ground here.
Did you hear me say that I condemned it?
No, but you said it wasn't right. Shouldn't have happened.
You guys made it happen.
But you condemn it, right? Obviously, shouldn't have happened is condemning it. Or
are we doing this Pierce Morgan thing?
We don't have to. I mean, if you want to say you're are you happy with October 7th?
What the last 70-something years now shouldn't have happened either. Like,
I actually agree with you. By the way, I agree with you. I think the last 77 years have been an absolute tragedy. I think they've been a fucking mess. It's been terrible. It's been managed in the worst possible way possible. I think it's horrible. I think a lot of it has to do with European influence as well. It's absolutely terrible what's happened in the last 77 years. It shouldn't have been done the way that it's been done. It's been a mess from day one. From day one, and everything leading up to 1948 was a fucking mess as well. The Ottoman Empire, their entire involvement pushing up into this, the British Empire, and then everything that both the Jews and Arab leaders have done in this land from 1948 till now has been disgusting. It's been terrible. It's been a fucking mess. It's been a mess. I agree with you.
So what's your plan here? What's your goal here?
Overall, I believe that we should live together. I DNA tested myself. Arabs and Muslims online kept on telling me, DNA test yourself. DNA test yourself. You're probably not from there. You're probably from India.
So where are you on? You're on TikTok?
I wanted to know. I DNA tested myself. I'm 100% from this land. 99% Canaanite Levantine. So I know why I have such an affinity for my Palestinian brothers and sisters. I like being around you guys. I enjoy it. I've been to Ramallah. I've been to Nablus. I've sat with Palestinians.
So hold on. So hold on. Yeah, hold on. You just cooked yourself, right?
Why? I've been waiting for you to cook me. You said you were going to cook me. You haven't done it yet.
No, you just did it to yourself. Repeat. What did you just say?
I've been to Ramallah. I've been to Nablus. I've sat with Palestinians.
You're what? 99% what?
I'm 99% Palestinian.
So you admit it.
On the DNA test, it says Canaanite Levantine. I'm 99% Palestinian.
So you're one of the ones that didn't convert to, let's say, Islam or Christianity.
No, my family was diasporically in different places in the Middle East. They came back, but the DNA test, it tells you where your DNA is from. I cross-verified it. It tells you Canaanite Levantine, which means you're from here. Huh?
So you're one of the ones that didn't convert to Christianity or Islam.
Like, we're Jews. We're Jews from the land who went out to different places. We got kicked out to different countries, came back.
But you converted to Judaism.
No, I did not convert to Judaism. I mean, I don't know. Somewhere down the line, somewhere down the line, it's possible.
If your DNA goes back to Canaanite,
yeah,
somewhere in the bloodline, someone converted or whatever to Judaism.
Sure, that's a fair. I mean, look, when you look at it biblically, Abraham came from Iraq to Canaan with monotheism. So, like, my bloodline is a mix of everything. It's a mix of Canaanite. It's a mix of Aramean.
Right, but hold on. Because if that was part of your bloodline, then it would show something like Mesopotamia, right?
It does. It shows Aramean as well. But Aramean are an interesting mix because they lived on the borders of the Levant and Mesopotamia. So Aramean, like, what's it called? Abraham's father-in-law was Aramean. So that's the problem is the DNA tests don't give you a perfect answer. That's why I don't really believe in the DNA test. Like, if you have, for example, a Palestinian in Ramallah who has 20% Arab DNA in him and then the 80% is Canaanite Levantine, does that mean he's less?
Right, because we were Arabized.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, does that mean he has less of a?
The 80% you're talking about is, let's say, the Bronze Age.
So what I'm saying is that mean does he have less of a reason to live in the land? Like, for example, people in Gaza, a lot have a higher percentage of Egyptian DNA than they do Levantine/Canaanite. Does that mean
that's not necessarily true, because a lot of them were moved into Gaza from different parts of Palestine.
But what I'm saying is, does that mean they shouldn't live there? Same thing with Palestinians in the north and Druze people. They have the last name Halabi. A lot of them came from Syria.
But should people with 20% or 28%, let's say they're from Judea or Samaria, should they live there?
Brother, I don't think you can do a DNA test for people and say if they're allowed to live there or not. I don't think that's right. That's not right. Like, then you shouldn't live in the United States of America if it's going on DNA.
I shouldn't.
But
I should live in my land.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like what the black Bedouins of the southern Negev, the black Palestinians of Gaza, they came from West Africa. Are you going to DNA test them and tell them you can't live there because they don't have any DNA from the Levant? It's like, bro, that's not correct.
But here's the thing. The thing is that your guys' claim is that, this is our land. God says it's our land.
That's not my claim. I've never claimed that. I've never claimed that in my life. You're talking to me. You're not talking to the state of Israel.
You guys claim that this is your land.
You're not talking to the state of Israel. You're talking to Tal, who's a descendant of refugees from the Middle East.
All Jews believe that this is their land.
So you're talking to Tal, who is a descendant of refugees from the Middle East. I am amongst another million Jewish descendants of Mizrahi Jews from the Middle East who all have shared DNA from this land. But we're not going to have a perfect 99%, just like Palestinians are not going to have a perfect 99%.
What does your neon sign say back there?
That's the name of my YouTube channel.
Which is?
The Traveling Clat. Or you can just look up.
You can get a
you can look
one
up
that's right.
You can look at my name. That's also.
Let me see what I'm talking to. What I talk to. Mr. Tal.
Before I thought you were gonna cook me, bro. You haven't cooked shit yet.
Well, I want to see what I'm talking
I think you became my friend, man. You've been trying to cook, but you haven't cooked shit.
Well, I mean, you just admitted that you're Palestinian. So what do you want me to
I mean, my DNA test says Canaanite Levantine. What am I? Is everyone in the region of Canaan?
A lot of Israelis believe that there's no such thing. There's no Palestinians that are.
I mean, brother, if you want to get into semantics, like
that's not semantics. That's the claim. That's 99%.
But I'm saying if you want to get into semantics,
you are the only person that's ever actually admitted that.
But this is what I'm saying. If you want to get into semantics, who biblically was referring to themselves as Palestinian? If we're looking at the land like biblically, the name Palestine didn't come around till much later. So
I'm not looking at the land biblically. You guys claim.
So, but if you want me to call myself if that's what will make you happy, to make me feel like I'm part of the land.
No, that's not necessarily what makes me happy. Actually, I was very surprised by you telling me what your DNA was.
But this is what I'm saying is like I went through the work to test it because people were asking me. But I know that there's millions of other Jews just like me that all came from the Middle East. We're the majority of the state of Israel. We're 70% of the state of Israel.
Bro, stop.
Look it up. Google it. You don't believe me. I live here.
No, I know that. Yes. No. First of all. Hold on. Rewind.
Let's rewind.
Because you said a lot of things that are not.
Let's rewind, Habibi. Let's do it. Let's go. Rewind
with
me.
When you want to talk about the state of Israel, so you're talking about Israel proper. Mm-hmm. You're talking about obviously not the West Bank.
Not the West Bank.
Not Gaza. Obviously, That's why you guys don't want a one-state solution because you will not be the majority anymore. You will not be 70% anymore. Okay?
Actually, no, that's not what I believe. I don't believe that there should be another.
I'm just telling you.
But you're talking to me. You're not talking to you guys. You're talking to me. Listen to what I have to say, bro.
But you also did say that the majority of you are from the Middle East. This is not true.
In the state of Israel, it's 70%. You can look it up.
That is not. First of all, in the state of Israel, you can't even take a DNA test.
Yes, you can. I did it here in Israel.
Slow down.
But I did it here in Israel. What are you talking about?
So why is it law not to be able to take a DNA test?
You absolutely. It costs $200. Anyone can do it. It's a little more expensive.
Look, like I said, you're saying things that are not true. So
I did it here in Israel, Habibi. I did it here.
I'm trying to find your YouTube channel. Where's your YouTube channel at?
Did you look up my name, Tal Iran, or the Traveling Clat? Oh, fuck my fan. I'll pick it up in a second. This is a good conversation. But what you're saying is not true.
481,000 subscribers. There you go, buddy.
Gang. Say hello to everyone. People are going to love you, man.
Oh, fuck. You better not put my shit on there. God.
Of course I'm putting you on. Are you kidding me? This is one of the best conversations I've had, bro. You're getting roasted. You're getting cooked. You came in here with so much. You were like, I'm going to cook your ass. I'm going to cook your ass. You haven't said shit yet. All you've said is pro-Palestinian lying talking points.
Slow your ass down. First of all, you already admitted that you're Palestinian, so relax yourself.
If that's what makes you happy, Habibi, then I'll say I'm Palestinian all day.
You literally said that you're Palestinian. You literally said that you're
If that is what makes you happy, if that's what gives you peace of mind.
Stance? I mean, I don't get where.
Let me finish.
Let me finish.
Let me tell you my stance. I don't believe that anybody can make a moral or ethical argument to having another Muslim country in the world or another Arab country in the world. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's ethical. We have 23 Muslim or 23 Arab countries in the world.
Ethically cleansing people is ethical.
No. Hold on.
How are you going to talk about ethics?
But let me speak. Let me finish what I'm saying.
It's unbelievable.
Let me finish. Halas, listen to what I'm saying.
The way you guys.
But listen to what I'm saying.
Whoa.
Listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish my sentence. I don't believe you can make a moral, ethical argument to having another Muslim country in the world or another Arab country in the world. I say we should all live together in Israel. Jewish-controlled land, Jewish-controlled nation, one nation called Israel. Everybody lives here together. Happily kumbaya. That's what I believe in.
Is that a democracy?
I don't think we can be a democracy. And I don't believe in democracy.
You believe Israel's a democracy?
No, I don't believe it's a democracy. I think it's been lying to itself, pretending it's a democracy, and I don't think it should be a democracy.
So that's good. We got that straight.
Brother, I'm telling you, we probably agree on most things.
Palestinian. And Israel's not a democracy.
I'm telling you,
things we can agree on.
I'm telling you, we probably agree with me on most things. We could probably see eye to eye. I think you have a lot of walls up because probably many Israelis have verbally abused you on here, and that's wrong. I don't believe in that.
Verbally abused me?
Yeah, I know. There's a big issue with Arabs and Israelis on here where they just fucking yell and curse at each other, and it's not right.
That's all this app is. Okay, go ahead.
So I'm saying I know you have your walls really high right now because you think I'm your enemy. I'm not your enemy. I'm your brother, and I believe that we could live together. I believe we should live together. I don't want to separate our two stories. I don't think Jews can succeed in this world, and I don't think Palestinians can succeed in this world without each other.
You literally just told me that this is a Jewish land, should be Jewish controlled.
Yeah.
You came to my land, and then...
I didn't come to your land. I DNA tested myself. I'm from here also.
Together. We're brothers.
Brother, I'm from here also. I DNA tested myself as per your request. I'm from here.
But are you normal?
Brother,
like are you thinking about what
I'm from here.
How do you think that's normal?
Where am I from?
To come to a land.
Where am I from?
To push the people out of its land.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Do you not want
to say, then declare a state, and then preemptively strike other countries, and then go, but we're brothers.
Am I not from here?
Did I ever say that you were?
You're saying I'm coming to another country. I'm from here. This is my land as much as it's your land.
No, but here's the thing. You're from there.
Yeah.
But when this occurred in 1948, you weren't from there.
I wasn't born.
You weren't from there.
I wasn't born.
Your family was not from there.
I wasn't even sperm. I wasn't even sperm yet. I wasn't even a sperm cell yet.
You weren't even a thought, and neither was with all due respect, your grandmother. So
my grandmother was alive before the state was born. But she was
living where?
In Iraq. She was ethnically cleansed from Iraq to here. They were kicked out.
No, most of you left Arab countries.
Not my grandparents.
To go to your quote-unquote state of
Not
Israel.
My grandparents. They were kicked out during the 1941 Farhud. You can ignore it, but you shouldn't. I don't ignore your suffering. You shouldn't ignore mine. I acknowledge your suffering. Why would you... Like, the thing is, I'm another Middle Eastern. I'm just like you. Why the hell could you look at me in the eyes and be like, no, you just went for a better opportunity? My grandparents got kicked out of their homes.
All of you did. Not 99%. If you're the 1%.
So I'm the 1%. Can I stay?
99% so left for a better opportunity.
I'm the 1%. Let's say you're right. 99%
just like
left.
They come from Russia till today.
I'm not from Russia. I have no connection to Russia. I have no connection to New York. I am from Iraq.
Just like they came from Syria.
But you're not talking to somebody from Syria. You're talking to somebody
from everywhere.
You're talking to somebody whose family got kicked out.
You guys back.
Nobody took us in. Nobody took us in.
Yeah.
Nobody took us in. They got here and they arrived in a war.
Your specific scenario.
But I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about me.
You're talking about your specific scenario that could or could not be true.
How do
I know that?
Okay, so don't believe me. So how could I know that your situation is true? So how do I know that your situation is true?
About the masses.
So how do I know your situation is true? You could be lying.
We're talking about the masses.
So I don't believe you either. Then if that's how you're gonna be,
we're talking about the masses.
So I talk about the masses. Most Palestinians are terrorists. Come on, what the fuck does that mean, bro?
That's what you believe. You're just a racist.
But so
You're a
you're
racist
just a
bigot.
racist too. You deny
just a
Jewish
racist
suffering.
bigot is what
You
you
deny
are.
Jewish suffering. You deny Jewish refugees.
I never denied Jewish
You just
suffering.
deny. You said 99. You said 99% came for better opportunities. 1 million.
Yes, they did.
1
Yes,
million
they did.
Mizrahi Jews were
Yes,
ethnically
they did.
cleansed from their homes. 1
99%
million.
of you came for better opportunities.
1 million of them.
100%.
We're not Europeans. We're not Germans. We're not Russians. We were kicked out of our homes. Kicked out of our homes. All over the Middle East, in Turkey, in Syria, in Lebanon. So the Syrian Jewish community that was stuck under Assad, they left for better opportunity.
We took you in, and you backstabbed
Nobody
us.
took us in. Nobody took my family in. They got here to a war.
From Herzl, this was all a plan.
We have no connection to Herzl. We have no connection to anybody. You want to know something? By the way, you want to know something fun?
One thing I will say is you guys did a hell of a job.
You want to know something?
You guys did a hell of a job of backstabbing us.
Buddy, you want to know something fun?
Let
me tell you, by the way, who brought my grandparents to Israel. You want to know who brought them?
Stop talking to me about a specific scenario.
Iran,
specific
Tehran, Iran, the Shah of Iran.
Jews that live very happily in
the
Iran.
Shah of Iran. Shah of Iran brought hundreds of thousands of Jews from Baghdad to Israel. The Shah of Iran. The Shah.
Why?
The Iranian leader. Because they were being killed in Iraq.
So you can go to your homeland.
They were being...
That's what you guys wanted to go to your homeland.
A Muslim brought them to Israel. Not a Jew. The Shah of Iran saw them being tormented in Iraq, and he brought them to Israel. Hundreds of thousands of Iraqi Jews. Look it up.
Tell me for what?
Farhud, 1941, a massacre.
For what? Not Farhud. I'm not asking the name.
Massacre of Jews.
For what?
Because they were being persecuted in Iraq.
For what? Okay, that which is not good. They were being persecuted. That's not good. That's not right. But for what? Better opportunity.
So you're playing semantics.
Bro.
You're playing semantics.
Stop.
My grandpa was stripped of his Iraqi passport and told to never come back to Iraq.
Stop. Freaking Golda Meir had a Palestinian British mandate passport.
But that's not me. I didn't have any British mandate passport.
Stop the bullshit.
What do you mean? Bro, I don't understand. How can you just deny? How can you just sit there and deny what I'm saying? You just deny my existence, and then you wonder why I don't want to live under your rule. You have no respect for me or for my family's story. You have no...
I'm not saying that it needs to be a Muslim rule. Hold on. See, here's the thing. There's no my rule. Why do you guys think like this? What's wrong with you guys? This is how militarized you guys are?
So what do you think it needs to be?
Why is it... No. Why is it that when you guys go through a whole program? It's crazy.
I've never served in the military. I have no program, brother.
It's crazy what they do in the educational system in Israel.
God, you are so annoying to talk to.
It's insane. Perfect, bro. Skip.
I'm not skipping. You have such weak talking points, and you just talk so slowly when you get flustered. You're like, it's so crazy. Bro, I have never served in the military. I'm telling you hard facts.
Weak talking points?
Yes, bro, I'm a Middle Eastern. I'm a Middle Eastern Jew, just like you.
You have not made one valid good point yet.
I've made every good valid point. You haven't cooked one time. I'm waiting for you to cook.
Sit down. Relax.
I'm waiting for you to cook.
What's there to cook? The bottom line.
You've got nothing. You got nothing to cook
with. You're gonna
with.
sit here and talk to him about history, which everyone knows this.
I'm telling you about my personal family story. You don't have a solution for me.
With all due respect,
you've got no solution.
I'm not worried about tolerance.
I know, but the problem is there's millions of Jews just like me, and you don't have a solution for us. You don't offer any alternative. You just say we don't want dead babies, we don't want dead children, we don't want dead women. We want it to stop in Gaza, but you don't have any solution. You have no solution for me.
I care about you guys to stop killing people.
But you don't have any solution. You just stand on the bodies of dead children. All right, we'll turn down the volume on him real quick. You stand on the bodies of dead children and dead women, and that's all you do. That's all you can say. You have no alternative for me. You have no solution for me. There's millions of Mizrahi Jews like me, and you have nothing to say for us. You have no way to solve our problem. We weren't brought here. We didn't want to come here. We were brought here by force because other Arabs kicked us out of our homes, because other Muslims kicked us out of our homes. So now what's your solution, big man? What are you going to do for us? What are you going to do for us? When Hamas and Hezbollah fire rockets and try to murder us, what is our solution? We just stand down and die? We're just supposed to die?
Killing innocent people. That's what you should care about.
I turned down the volume on him for 5 minutes. All he was saying was dead babies, dead children, dead babies, dead children. It's the same talking points from all of them. They don't say anything original.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Okay, so what about me? What should I do? What should I
came
do?
into my country. That
What
doesn't
should I
matter.
do?
Right now,
What
matters,
should I do? What should
now
I
that
do?
matters is
What's
the
your
people are being
solution?
killed.
What's
Like, you guys
name
need
a
to
solution?
stop.
Big man, name a
You need to
solution.
stop. The
One
solution is to
solution.
stop.
What's the
That's
solution? But what if they
To
still want to
stop,
kill me?
Take your hostages.
What if they
and
still
this
want to
needs
kill?
be
They're not
done.
giving back the hostages.
Listen, I'm
They
not
don't want to
getting
give
into
them
this with
back.
you. I'm not getting into this with you. You
Of
know
course
that's
you're not. You don't have a single.
But-
You don't have a single talking point. Not one. All you
Whatever
say,
whatever
literally,
you say, like
brother,
your
all you
little-
say
your little
is stop killing
subscribers
women, stop killing
are
children. You
gonna
have not
reach-
one solution, not
Do
one
a good
strategy,
editing. You do
not
good editing,
not one
right?
plan, nothing.
Make sure you do good editing. Make sure you do good editing.
Oh, I will.
All right. Make sure.
I
Make
will.
Sure you edit out
100%.
things that you don't want said. You know what to do.
100%.
I got you. Okay.
Are you leaving?
At the end
Are
of
you
the
ejecting
day-
yourself from the conversation
All
because you
right,
can't
no, 'cause
continue?
I screen recorded this so I can post it right now.
Post it,
'Cause You'll
please.
find out who I am. But my
I'm so
point is-
excited.
Okay. My point is instead of
Stop
talking
killing
to
women,
people-
stop killing children. That's all you can
instead
say.
of talk-
Is there
stop-
anything else
instead
that
of
you can
talking
offer
to
to the
people-
situation? You have millions of descendants of Middle Eastern
Instead
Jews in the
of
land
talking
who
to
don't want to
people
die.
about
How
my
do you stop them from dying? What's your
and
solution
my
to stop getting them killed?
descendants and my descendants. Focus on getting a solution.
How do you
To stop
propose we get a
unaliving
solution?
children
What's your
and
proposal?
women.
What's your plan? You're a Palestinian. You
Very
should have at
easy.
least a plan.
Stop.
How?
Very easy.
But what if they
Stop.
don't want to stop? What if they want to keep killing us?
So you know you have a terrorist state. Is that what you're saying? They don't want to stop killing children.
What
That's
if
what you just said?
What if
That's
Hamas
what you
doesn't want to
just
stop
said.
killing us? What happens if Hamas doesn't want to stop killing us?
Too easy to roast. Relax.
What if Hamas doesn't want to stop killing us? What's your solution then?
Listen.
You don't have
Stop.
one. It's just
If
women and
the-
children.
listen,
Stop killing
listen,
women and
listen.
children.
100%
Do you have
stop
Do
killing
you
women
have
and
a
children.
solution for
Stop
if
killing
Hamas
women
doesn't
and
want to
children.
stop killing
Stop
us?
killing women and children.
That's all you can say.
Stop killing
That's
women and
literally the
children.
only thing you can say.
Stop killing women and children.
And this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the pro-Palestinian
killing-
perspective. I've said and exposed this a million times on here. The only thing that they can do is stand on the bodies of dead women and dead children and say, stop killing women and stop killing children. There's no solution. There's no thought about the Israeli kids. There's no thought about the Muslim Israeli kids. There's no thought about the Bedouin Israeli kids. What about the Druze Israeli kids that were murdered earlier this year? There's no thought about them. Nobody cares about them. We bat an eye at them. And you know what? Honestly, fuck them because they were born Israeli. They're condemned to being killed by Muslims, by Arabs, by Palestinians because they were born as Israelis. Nobody cares about them. Their lives do not matter. The only thing that matters on this planet, in every single moment, fuck the kids in Somalia, fuck the kids in Yemen, fuck the kids in Sudan, fuck the kids in Syria, fuck the kids in Lebanon. The only thing that matters is the Palestinian kids and women. That is it. The only thing on planet Earth that matters in every moment. We don't need a solution. We don't need a plan. We don't need a formulation. We don't need diplomacy. We just need women and children. That's it. Palestinian women and children. That's all. Let's see. He's going to say the same
You
thing.
got your clip? You got your clip?
A little bit.
Is that what you needed?
Please say it again. You haven't said it
Pretty
enough.
pathetic, bro, by the way.
You haven't said
You're
it
pretty
enough.
pathetic.
Is
You're
there,
pretty pathetic.
do you have a plan? Do you have a solution
You're
for the Israeli-Palestinian
pathetic.
conflict?
You're almost as shitty as the Israeli PR team. Like, you're pretty shitty.
We don't have a PR team
Just wait
anymore. They
about
gave up.
Who?
I am the PR team. We don't have a PR team.
Yeah, you guys do.
We
Yeah.
don't. We genuinely don't. They gave up on it.
Yeah, you're pretty shitty. Like,
Okay.
you guys' PR is pretty.
Ad
crap.
hominem attacks. He's got nothing else.
No, I'm telling you that any child that's been on the
It's
line,
always
whether-
women and children. It's literally you cannot beat off the women
Are
and
you gonna
children.
let me? Are you gonna let me finish? Or are you just gonna?
I
keep
mean, if
talking?
you're gonna do the women and children bit, it's more
Are you
fun to
gonna
just
keep
talk
talking?
over you.
Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna shut your yaps?
You
for
have
just
anything
1
to say
second?
other than women and children?
Great. Any woman or children
Or child that's been
unalived
killed by
from
the
any
IDF,
side,
women
let me
and children
finish.
should stop
From
dying.
any
Anything
side.
else? We all
any
condemn the death of women and children. Anything you have of substance, of concrete you can offer as a solution, or do you also lack the brain cells to be able to say it? Anything. Anything
all
you
you
can
got.
offer to the
You're
conversation.
gonna talk to me about, oh, my family was this and my focus on what actually matters.
The women and children. We got it. We all
Focus-
condemn
yes,
the
of
death of the
course.
women and children.
Yes, of course.
Anything else you can
Yes,
offer of
course.
substance to
You
the
don't care.
conversation.
You think it's funny.
That's
You're
it.
Disgusting.
That's it.
You think it's funny.
It's
You're
only women
disgusting.
and children.
That you're literally
It's women and
disgusting.
children. You're
literally
disgusting.
disgusting.
You don't belong. Go
You're
back to where
literally
you came from.
disgusting.
Is there anything else?
You're literally.
You're
disgusting.
disgusting. The women and children, go back to where you came from. You're disgusting. You took my land.
You're
You stole
literally
my land. You
disgusting.
took from me women and children. Anything else?
You're literally disgusting.
You're disgusting. Women and children, go back to where you came from. Anything else? You're disgusting. Women and children. Anything else?
Did I tell you to go
Women
back
and
where you came
children,
from?
go back to where you came from. Iraq, go back. Anything else?
Did I tell you to go back where you came from?
Actually, twice during this conversation, yes. You said you
Then
took
said
my
you were
land.
Palestinian.
Huh?
Yes, the masses took my land. Yes, your little tiny 0.111%.
It's a million of us. 1 million of
You're-
us Mizrahi Jews. 1 million of us.
Okay, good.
You
good.
deny a million of us, and then you expect me to have respect for what you're saying. You deny our entire story.
You're
a
literally
million of us.
lying. You're literally lying.
How many Mizrahi Jews were ethnically
You're
cleansed from the
literally-
Middle
you're-
East?
What's funny is you're literally lying.
But you have nothing to back it up, and you just say you're lying. But you have nothing to back it up.
You just said I denied you all, so you're lying.
There's a million of us. You're saying 0.1%. There's 1 million of us Mizrahi Jews that were ethnically cleansed from the Middle
that's
East.
not what I'm saying. Don't. My God, you're twisting words like crazy. It's unbelievable. You're good at that, by the way. What I said is you're lying that I've denied you guys. That's what I'm saying.
You
You're
said
lying.
we were 0.1%. You just said it.
I'm saying that your specific case, okay? Maybe your brain can't comprehend that.
I'm telling you, there's a million of us that went through the
No,
same
there's not.
exact thing.
No.
It's called the Mizrahi Jewish expulsion. Go look it up. There's 1 million
Bro,
of us.
what is that? Like, what is that? In some building in New York where you guys made all this shit up?
What New York? I'm
Relax,
talking to you
bro,
about the Middle
relax.
East. Why New
Relax,
York?
relax. Is this
But
a
why do you
building in New
always
York
have? You
that
see how you always have to go through the white
Is this
American
the
political
18
lens?
floors in New York?
You can never
Relax.
you can never back
You guys
yourself up
have
through
that
a Middle
building where you
Eastern
make shit
perspective.
up?
That
Relax, okay.
says a lot about you, by the way, that you can never back yourself up like a real Middle Easterner. You always have to go to American or white talking points. You always have to go. It's something with New York, something with America, something with Europe. I'm more Middle Eastern than you. What are you talking about?
Okay.
There's a million of us that went through the same exact thing, and you say it's 0.1% of the population. Google it. You don't believe
No
me?
one cares
Google
right now.
it.
What we care about
Of course
is the
nobody cares.
underlying
You
of
only
what
care
we're
about the
saying.
women and children. Stop.
Yes.
Go back to where you came from. Go back to where you came from. Women and children. Women and children. Go back to where you came from. But anything of substance that
Women
you can
and
say.
children. You
Something
should
of
stop
substance.
unaliving. You should stop being a
Something that
terrorist
you could actually
and
say to
stop
get it to
unaliving
stop.
women and children.
You want it to stop. Say something
need
that can
to
get it to stop.
Unaliving
One
women and
thing.
children.
You need to stop killing women and children. Stop women and children. Women and children are dying. Women and children. Anything of substance, sir.
100%.
That you can
need to
add.
stop
Anything
killing
that you
women
can
and
actually say that will make a change to the
100%.
situation.
There's nothing else to
You're a
talk about
Palestinian
besides
with
the
a
fact that
platform,
you're
a
killing women
Palestinian
and
with a
children.
voice, who's able to change something,
I
can
don't
condemn
care
something.
about your little channel.
No
I
channel. No, this
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
care
It's
about
just
your
women and
channel. I
children.
care about the
Stop
women
killing women
and
and children.
children.
I'll sit in America.
Condemn-
I'll get big
condemn
and
the
fat, and I'll
unaliving of
enjoy
women and
life in
children.
America.
Be
But
a
the women
man.
and children,
Be a
stop
man.
killing the women and children.
Condemn
I'll
the
sit here in
unaliving
America,
of the IDF
and I'll
death.
keep funding the genocide. I'll sit in America, and I'm funding the genocide, and I'm sitting in America, and I'm feeding off the
Be a
American
man
system.
and
Women and
condemn
children,
the
women and
unaliving of
children,
women and
women and children, killing women and children.
Be a man and condemn the unaliving of women and children.
I
Be a man
condemn
and
the
condemn it.
unaliving of women and children. I said it earlier
Condemn
on.
it.
It's
Condemn it.
terrible.
You're
I
not a
condemn it.
man
It's
enough.
terrible. I
You're
condemn
not
it.
a man enough.
I condemn it. It's terrible.
are
You
not
heard me
a
say
man
it.
enough.
I condemn it. It's terrible.
You condemn the
I
IDF
condemn
killing
it.
women
It's
and children.
terrible. Every
Say,
single
I
woman and
condemn
child
the
that
IDF
dies,
for killing women and children.
every single woman and child
Be a
child
man
that
and say,
dies
I condemn
is a
the IDF for
tragedy.
killing women and
And
children.
everyone in Israel agrees with this.
Be
Every
a
single
man.
woman and child that dies
Be
is
a
a
man.
tragedy.
Be a man and
Every
say, I
can
condemn
you
the
offer
IDF for
as
killing
a
women and children.
Palestinian, are you able to
Be
offer
a man.
one solution, one plan,
man. See, you're
anything
racist.
of substance
You're
to
racist.
add in the
You're
conversation?
bigot.
Or are you going to be like
You're a
every
racist bigot.
are you going to
You're
be
a
like
racist
every
bigot.
single Palestinian who is
racist
unable to
bigot.
offer any single solution?
You're a racist bigot.
I've never spoken to one Palestinian who's able to offer one
You're a
solution.
racist bigot.
Not one.
You're a racist bigot.
Not one.
You're a racist bigot.
Hey, by the way, buddy, likewise.
You're a racist
You are a
bigot.
racist bigot as well, by the
You
way.
are a racist
You
bigot.
are a racist bigot.
Be a man.
You are
and say,
sitting
I
in America
condemn
funding the
listen,
genocide. You're sitting
Listen.
eating a bag of Lay's potato chips. You probably drank a
Listen.
Coca-Cola today.
Listen,
And you're
listen,
funding,
listen,
you
listen.
probably ate McDonald's
You're
today.
funny.
You're funding the genocide.
You're very funny. You're
Brother,
very funny.
I could see that you
Be a
ate
man
McDonald's
and
today.
say, I
You're
condemn
funding the
IDF for
genocide.
killing women and
How
children.
dare you're funding the genocide
Be
in
a
Gaza.
man. You
Brother,
can't be a man. You're not
You
man
are
enough.
funding the genocide in Gaza.
You are not.
You
man
are
enough.
funding. You alone.
You are
How many
not man
Starbucks
enough
did
to
you
say
have
it.
today? How many
You're not
McDonald's
man
did you
enough
have
to say
today?
it.
How
So
many
I
how
condemn
many
the IDF
Coca-Colas? How many
killing
Coca-Colas
women.
have you drank today? Sir, how many Coca-Colas have you drank today? You're funding the genocide from America, from the comfort of your home with your flat screen TV in your kitchen. You sit there and you fund the genocide. How dare you? Have you no shame? Have you no shame, the women and the children, sir? Sir, the women and the children. What's your solution to the women and the children dying? Well, the women and the children. Ask him about the women and the children. What's your solution to getting the women and children to stop dying? My solution is women and children. Stop killing the women and children. But sir, something of substance. How do we stop it? How do we stop the violence? How do we get it to stop happening? Women and children. My answer is I say women and children. I'll sit here in America. I'll eat McDonald's all day. I'll drink Coca-Cola all day. I'll go to Starbucks 4 times a day. I'll use that LG microwave. I'll use my iPhone to talk to you with an Israeli chip inside of it. I'll use my TV with an Intel chip inside of it. My MacBook with an Intel chip inside of it. Women and children. Women and children. That's all he's got, ladies and gentlemen. Women and children. Classic Palestinian talking points. I love it. See you guys in the next one. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.